people, my name is Oluwatosin Olasende. I'm the founder of Money Africa. At Money Africa, we talk to you about everything about money, leveraging on technology. Today, I have a very important, I've been chasing her. We have the one and only sisinerd. When you're thinking about cybersecurity, if you do not call her in that list, it is incomplete. Please introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you so much, Tosin. My name is Confidence Staveley. I'm a cybersecurity leader. I'm often called the relatable cybersecurity leader. I'm a global speaker, and I'm also an advocate and a strong voice for inclusion and, diversity as a whole.
I'm really, really excited about the work that you're doing. I remember the very first time I came across your work and the feedback, and it's just random people talking about, oh my gosh, I learned about cybersecurity because of you. How do you feel knowing that you're creating such an impact and you're doing such important work? How does that make you feel?
In one word, alive. I mean, it's one thing to be to share knowledge and to sort of really impact, the world from the perspective of people that work within your sector. And it's another thing entirely to be able to get people outside of your industry to take action. I mean, speaking about that as well, look at the amazing work you're doing in Money Africa. You could be, a badass at, finances and everything. But if you're not able to make other people take responsible actions and make decisions that help them in the long run to make and keep money, it's mind-blowing what you do as well.
I agree. Now, I want to talk about visibility. It's like a keyword. If I'm thinking cybersecurity, I'm going to see sisinerd, right?
Yeah.
How did you achieve that? Was it intentional? How did it happen?
So, the way I think about visibility is it's a favor I'm doing the world. Because, for me, and I think for a lot of women as well, talking about your work, talking about what you're good at, talking about your achievements can feel like you're bragging, right? Or can feel like you say you're doing too much.
Yes, that's true.
But I look at visibility as an opportunity to give the world an experience of me and the value I bring. Because let's look at it, and because this is the way I think about it in my head. The day I'm not visible, every day I'm not visible, I'm not giving other people the opportunity to be more secure. I'm not giving other people the opportunity to aspire to a cybersecurity career. I'm not giving people the opportunity to know that this career exists. As a matter of fact, I'm not giving people the opportunity to live audaciously. So there are many things that I'm able to give the world because I'm visible. So visibility is a tool for helping others achieve more and be more. Because the day I don't do that, possibly they may not have that, or they may not have the quality that I'm able to bring. And we all know that as human beings, we are different. We bring different set of things to the world, and if you hold back on your gift, which visibility helps you amplify, then you're doing the world a disfavor.
Wow. I never saw it from this perspective. I understand that it's very important for us to do the work because other people also need it, but the way you've crafted it out, it's so intentional. I'm seeing it in a different light. It's almost as though if you don't do it, other people are there to disadvantage because you're not doing it. And
Tosin, do you know why I have this perspective of things? I mean, I'm a Christian, and I think there are similar stories as well in other religions. The person who was given, he was traveling and then gave people gifts, and the one who held on to it, did you listen to the judgment God gave him?
Wow.
And the person who took it and kept trading with it, and that's what visibility is. You keep using it, excising it. What happened to that person? That person got more. Was rewarded, and it was called the faithful servant. The truth is that if you have that gift, which we all do, we came into this world with something, and you choose to put it under a bushel, and you don't live your true, authentic, and full self, what happens is you may be judged. I'm not saying God has added that, but I'm just saying that when I get to that point, I'm going to tell God, you know what? I did your work.
Oh wow, that's a whole new level. I love that. I really love that. Also, because of the work we do at Money Africa, we love to ask these questions about. Now we've built such a solid brand, we're visible. How do you then monetize it?
There are many ways. I mean, with monetization as well, there are things that you would prefer, ways you prefer to monetize, and some ways you would not. For example, I'm not exactly one person who is open to influencer gigs. So I have to, first and foremost, be very aligned with your brand and actually love it without the money. Maybe long before you ever approach me, So for me, influencer stuff is very, very, I'm still hazy on that. But one way I've really monetized my personal brand is with global speaking.
Yes.
I sit, and just breathe oxygen, literally, and I get people in my DMs asking me to speak.
Yes.
And again, it comes with a level of self-awareness that I've come to enjoy, where I've come to know first and foremost about myself. So I also now know what makes me different from Tosin in a way that helps me add a different spice and flavor to the world. And I've come to see that what I'm able to do is not what everybody is able to do. And that is very important to note, because a lot of times, what we call see finish, you see yourself finish.
Yes.
Because you're able to talk about certain things the way you're able to. You feel like, oh, everybody's doing. No, not everybody. So I realized as a point of self-awareness that I was able to break down concepts in a very, very simple way. I was able to be relatable to people, and I was talking about cybersecurity in a way that was jargon free. And I later found out that that was so rare in my industry. So that level of self-awareness allowed me to also pitch myself to people. I don't mean like making slides, but in the way I talk about, in the way I put myself out, in the way I call myself names, that allows people to see that that is a unique value I bring to the table. And so I was able to, use that and grow my audience and be able to monetize it. I mean, I get flown around the world to speak, and I get to charge a premium for that. It's a huge blessing, but it also allows me, aside a blessing to me, it allows me to be a blessing to the world as well.
I want to ask you one more question. It's okay for you not to answer. Can you just give us ranges of what people could charge if they want to speak globally?
Okay. It depends on your industry, depends on the what you're also speaking about. You can charge for physical between $4,000 to $20,000. Depends on how much you're for. Yeah, you can charge that much. Yeah, it depends on how much you're known in your industry, what exactly you're talking about, and where in the world sometimes it really does drive that pricing.
Thank you so much for coming to join us. As you can tell, I love the work Confidence is doing. She is confident.
Thank you.
And you can see that visibility is an asset. And you've built such a thought leadership authority, and you can actually charge for it. Thank you so much for joining us. Do not forget to follow us and also to follow sisinerd. She's available on Twitter, Instagram, name it. And then, thank you so much for listening to this show. If you loved it, share it with your loved ones. Thank you and bye.
Thank you.